Welcome to Canadian Innovators, the show that celebrates innovation, entrepreneurs, and the Canadian spirit. I'm Steve Foxcroft. Every week on the program, we introduce a new entrepreneur or expert in their field to tell their story. Today, I'm very excited to have our guest join us, Natalie Sexton. She's an international television personality seen across Canada and the US with a regular Fashion Friday appearance nationally on the Global Morning Show. You can also catch her on breakfast television, CTV Morning Live, plus Fox and NBC. Natalie shares her passion for fashion, beauty, health, and wellness while focusing on empowering people to feel confident in their own skin. You can also watch Natalie's regular segment every month on CH Morning Live, where her television career began in Hamilton over a decade ago. Natalie is also the in-game stadium host for the Hamilton Tiger Cats since 2017, and she has been the Grey Cup Festival ambassador and in-game Grey Cup host for both 21 and 23. So, Natalie, I got to catch my breath. What don't you do? And welcome to Canadian Innovators.
Thank you for having me. I know that was a lot.
That's
That was
a mouthful.
impressive. Thank you.
I did okay with
You
that.
did well.
Yeah. So let's go back to the beginning. Even before you got your start at CH Morning Live in Hamilton,
Right.
there's schooling and all that kind of thing. So you're growing up.
Yeah.
You're kind of like the rest of us, deciding what to do. You went to school to be what?
That's a great question, Steve. Like growing up in Hamilton, right away, like as a young kid, I remember friends saying, like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a teacher, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I didn't know what I wanted to do initially. Like for a long time, I knew I loved the arts. I knew I loved fashion. I knew I loved creativity, but I couldn't really pinpoint exactly what it was that I wanted to do. So I actually went to school initially for child and youth care work at Mohawk College because I love kids. And I'd sort of felt like, okay, maybe that would be the path that I would want to take. And then really early on into that program, I realized this isn't it. Like I'm doing the wrong thing. And that was really a big decision for me. I think because I kind of grew up in that, like, this is what we go to school for, this is what you're going to do, and that's the story, right? So, kind of dropping out of that and shifting gears was a really, really big decision for me. So I dropped out of that program, and then I was waitressing and bartending and kind of trying to figure out, what direction I wanted to go in. There was nothing kind of fashion based in Hamilton. And I was a young mom. I had a young daughter. And so for me, like the concept of commuting back and forth to Toronto wasn't really in the cards. And then a program became available at Mohawk College, a full-time year program for aesthetics and applied cosmetics. And I loved makeup. And I thought that was a great way for me to get into that industry. And so I signed up and off we went. And I was right in my element. I knew it the first week.
And you also started out being a blogger.
Yes.
Now we've obviously, because of the intro, we know you've advanced from that, but is blogging still a thing? Do people do blogs or has that advanced?
I know there's definitely bloggers out there, but I think it's done more now that we have like Instagram, TikTok, like it's almost like we're seeing digital live blogs kind of play out in front of us. It's a whole new world out there rather than going to somebody's page and reading through, paragraphs and paragraphs. That's right. Exactly.
Okay. What about a role model growing up?
So many for so many different reasons. Like certainly my parents, as far as work ethic, and really kind of understanding that you only will get what you put into something. I remember my mom saying that to me when I had dropped out of my initial program at Mohawk and started up again. And they were both very supportive of it, but she said, you're only going to get what you put into this. So that's up to you. You can have this opportunity, but let's really make the best of it.
I like that line. You get out of it what you put into it. That's very good. What about at school?
Right.
That sent you on your path? Was there a role model there?
Oh, absolutely. The program director, Jackie Poloka. I adore her, and she was so supportive of all of us. But certainly, I always felt that she gave me a little extra motivation, maybe a little extra attention, and I really utilized and understood because I was a little bit older as well. Like, let's use all the tools, and this person is a wealth of knowledge, and so I felt like we worked together rather than always being student teacher.
I love it. You've built a brand, and I want to talk about that. We got to take a